It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Silver and Black. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Geno. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith to the left side. It is caught by Myers. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays, and that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Smith. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Yeah! And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And he's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. He'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. From the shotgun, a give to Ford. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This throw left is complete with Judy. 13 yards on that pass play. It's a Browns first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The motion man is Johnson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
3rd down and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Laube now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. throwing on second down. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Back deep, DeAndre Carter to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Browns offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A give to Ford on the zone read. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Again, it'll be 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Geno. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Vegas.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Smith. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A 1st down throw for Smith. Finding his tight end, Mayer. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Gino. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here's 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Off the play fake. It's Smith. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He'll try the right side this time. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Gino to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up a third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
On fourth down, Smith. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Big hole to the 30. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
It's first down, and they'll run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They bring Judy in motion. And this defense having nothing up. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
3rd and 9. Hill drops to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That one incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. 19 more on that one, and another first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Now, Gino. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On second down, Smith. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. They'll come up to third and 3. From the shotgun, Smith. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. The visitors' offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Set to go now on first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to the air one more time. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here's 4. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Back to throw. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got Njoku. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Gino. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raider 1st down. Now a handoff, running right. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
The Raiders send their punt team out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll be 2nd down.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland. Now give on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, give to 4. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues. He finds Judy on that one. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
The motion man is Johnson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Back to the ground after the penalty. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. To return, Tyreek McAllister. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Second down and 8. Here's Geno. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Geno to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. That one complete to Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They give it, and it's 4. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's McAllister to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now, Gino. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Smith to throw. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. Third and 5. Back is Smith. And this ball incomplete on third down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. On the quick slant, that's Judy. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the handoff, 4. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a run going left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now, faking the give. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's 4. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw. Right side taken by Njoku. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. This is caught down that right sideline. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Bowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Geno. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Geno gonna throw for it. And he's gonna go down. The pressure once again too much, And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half, no points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.